Close calling.
Okay.
Echo show connecting.
You having technical difficulties before I open, Eileen?
Can you hear us okay, Eileen?
Everybody good for me to open?
Eileen's muted, so.
Eileen, are you okay? Are you okay? Let me just make sure. No sound yet, she's saying.
Maybe she should back out and come back in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go back.
maybe.
If we need her to be able to hear us on those ones that need a full quorum. I hate technical delays when we going live.
That's why I test everything before I get in.
Yeah, I couldn't get visual on a Zoom meeting earlier today, so I did a test run with Caitlin too. I'm like, and I guess my busy daughter-in-law never made it in to help me with my IT stuff, so I did do a test run. Let me just call her and see what's going on.
Yeah, because she can't hear us anyway, so.
All right, I'm having her go in by her phone, where she can't hear anything from us, so give her a second to log on. I think I can open and start reading the agenda stuff, and when she gets on, give me a thumbs up there.
Okay.
Is everybody in, Caitlin?
Everyone but Eileen. I'm looking out for her phone number to pop up.
Yep, she's gonna come in. You know, the last three are hers, so.
Yep.
All right. Okay, good evening, everybody. I'm going to open up tonight's Bridgewater Conservation meeting for 8/14/25. Our next meeting is being held 8/28/25. Present tonight is myself, Marilyn McDonald, Vice Chair. Also present is Harry Bailey. He surprised us. We thought he was going to be out, so Harry is on tonight. Deb Johnson, member. Staff present is Caitlin Pats, our agent, and we are having technical difficulties with a member, Eileen Prisco, who is now trying to come through phone, so stand by on that, but she should be joining us. So while we're waiting for her to join, you can enjoy my spiel on how Conservation Commission meetings run so you can understand. Bridgewater Conservation is governed by both state and local bylaws and wetland regulations that we strictly follow, along with performance standards to assure that all filings meet the requirements for minimal impact to our surrounding wetlands. Bridgewater Conservation does have 100 feet jurisdiction of BVW, bordering vegetated wetlands, and 200 feet from any riverfront. Bylaws can be found on the town webpage. This is the only way we make our decisions is strictly through the rules and regs and performance standards. What will happen during our meetings is the applicant will present. Once the applicant presents, I'm going to open it to the board members and the staff, and if there's any third-party viewers on. Once we open a meeting, the public has a right to ask any questions on the wetland filings, only keeping it to 3 minutes. We do encourage the public to speak up on any concerns. That's how we catch some things ourselves also. So please direct any questions to myself, the vice chair, and I will find an answer for you. And then the board's gonna either do one or two things. We're either gonna close a public hearing if we feel we have enough information to base our decision on, or we're gonna continue it. If we continue it, this is your notice that we've continued it. You will not get any further green cards. Once we close the meeting, there's no further discussion on it, and we have 21 days to render our decision of approval of denial. Once that is finalized, there is a 10-day business appeal to any order of conditions through Mass DEP in writing. So that being said, I am now going to read into the agenda and open that up. Is she in?
Yep, I'm in.
Yep, I'm
All
in.
right, poor you missed my spiel. All right, we have agenda for Thursday, August 14, 2025 at 5:30. Disclosure pursuant to the Section 20, Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, the act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures, adopting during and state emergencies. The meeting of the Conservation Commission in the town of Bridgewater will be hybrid and accessible to the public through remote participation to the greatest extent possible. There will be public attendance permitted. Citizens who wish to join may go into the meeting via Zoom, and that can be found on the webpage, and attend via the numbers presented. I'm going to call to order, which I just did. And we have under old business, notice of intent, 1010 Elm Street. We have a request for determination under Old Street of 0 Plymouth Street. Under new business, we have 55 Aspen Drive, and we have a resource area delineation of 0 Plain Street. Commission will then roll into conservation business of certificate of compliance for 25 Stony Brook Drive. We have a discussion on 16 Wood Street violation, an open meeting law complaint discussion, and then we have minutes, and then we have our all-time E for adjournment. So with that being said, we are now open, and notice of intent. 1010 Elm Street, map 30, lot 20. The applicant is Clarence C. Naughton, and they work with Edwards Jacobs, PMC Consultant. We have our DEP file number. This has been ongoing. So we did not think we had a full quorum for voting purposes tonight. We also need our town reviewer, third peer present. So without our third peer people present and our town engineer, Chair would entertain a motion, please, to continue to next meeting of August 28th.
I make a motion.
Motion to continue. Go ahead.
Second,
Okay. You can always say so move once I put everything in order to keep it simple, guys. Okay, I have a motion on the table by who?
Eileen,
Eileen, and I had a second by Harry.
yep,
Okay. All right. Roll call vote. Harry,
aye,
Eileen,
Aye.
Deb,
Aye.
and myself as an aye. Okay, anybody in attendance, that'll be on the 28th. Next, we have a request for determination of applicability 0 Summer Street, map 90, lot 0. Applicant is the town of Bridgewater, and Gregory Transcy, DEPW. So there's no DEP file number with an RDA. As just a reminder, we did close this meeting on our last meeting, July 24th, which means there is no further information coming in. There is no public comment. There is no discussion among the Conservation Board. We're strictly here to render our decision that has 21 days in our right. So at this point, Chair is going to recommend a motion for a negative tier 1 determination, please.
so moved,
Yep.
Okay, I have a motion by Eileen, was it?
No, Harry.
Yep.
Harry.
Oh, Harry, okay. And who was the second, please?
Me.
Eileen,
Eileen.
okay.
Yes. Yep.
Deb, I'm sorry. Everything's kind of echoing, so I can't hear you guys as good.
It's because
All right.
Eileen's in here twice.
Well,
Oh,
you
Eileen,
can't hear me on
the one on the TV,
hear me
you
from.
can't hear me from.
I'm
Okay,
on my
I'm
phone.
on my phone for
Maybe that's
hearing
why.
for hearing
purposes.
purposes.
all right, so
My
I'm just gonna
speakers
go
aren't
right
working.
It's not
into,
working.
roll call vote for approval of the negative tier 1 determination. We have Eileen, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Harry,
aye,
Deb,
Aye.
and myself as an aye. Thank you, guys. All right. Next, we're gonna roll into notice of intent 55 Aspen Drive, map 32, lot 121. We are going to open this. Do you have the ad that you can read? Caitlin, please.
Yep. Let me just pull it up. All right.
And if I could just backtrack for 1
Alexa.
second, I did forget something on the on the closed hearing. Deb had the right to vote due to the Mullins rule that she did watch the tape, and I will read that into the record pursuant to GL 39 and 23D, and the undersigned member of the board, committee, or commissions of the town of Bridgewater hereby certifies that she examined all the evidence and received the said board, committee, or commission at the session of its adjudicatory hearing in the matter identified below, which is undersigned member failed to attend, and such evidence included the audio or video recordings and missed session of the transcript. Therefore, the certification has been executed prior to the undersigned participating in a vote on the member and shall take part of the record of the hearing. Deb Campbell Johnson, member of Conservation, subject matter Summer Street RDA, date that she came in and signed and did everything was 7/24/25. And that is on our record. So I just wanted to make sure that went into our record as to why she was eligible to vote on that. Thank you. And if you have the ad, Caitlin, go ahead and open that.
Yep, I'm looking through. Sorry, this is like a series of ads in one, so I'm just
Alright.
looking for
So
the
just
right
to-
one.
Let me know when you have the go.
Yeah.
We with Harry being us, we didn't think we had Harry, so Deb Johnson is totally recusing herself where she works for Collins Engineering. So we did not think originally we had a quorum to open this, but we will now open it.
Can I ask one question?
What's it pertaining to, Blake?
The Summer Street that just finished.
No, it's closed, honey. I can't take
Is
any
it-
discussion.
I didn't know, I don't know what a -1 determination means. that's
It
all.
means that a -1 determination is it's out of our jurisdiction.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I should have explained that. Actually, a lot of people don't understand, so.
Thank you.
Sorry, guys, this is, for some reason, the document is not showing up 55. Here, let me just quickly. If I can.
If you don't have it, we can just let the public know.
No, for some reason, the document they sent me, the font is so small, so I'm just going on the Enterprise right now.
Okay.
I
That's
just
why I
found it.
enlarge all my.
I was just having a hard time. I couldn't blow it up. So, all right, I got it. All right. 55 Aspen Drive, legal notice, public hearing, Conservation Commission, Bridgewater, Mass. In accordance with Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Town of Bridgewater Local Wetland Bylaw, and the Bridgewater Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on August 14th, 2025 for a notice of intent filed by Ian Cahill. The applicant proposes to install an irrigation well and repaving an existing driveway. The property is owned by Ian Cahill and is located at 55 Aspen Drive, Bridgewater, MA, map 32, parcel 121. Please contact the Bridgewater Conservation Office at 508-697-0950 for a time and location or link for virtual participation. All interested parties are encouraged to attend. Agenda can be found at www.bridgewaterma.org at least 48 hours prior to the meeting date.
Okay, and you've seen the green cards?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to entertain a motion to continue to the 28th strictly because, again, we did not know we were going to have a quorum to open this and the applicant is not here. Therefore, we cannot present. So Chair would entertain a motion, please, to continue to next meeting of August 28th.
Motion to
moved.
continue.
I have a first by Harry, was it, or Eileen?
Debbie,
Debbie, okay. And I heard a second by Harry.
Yep,
All right, I'll take a roll call vote. Harry,
aye.
Deb,
aye.
Eileen. In the meantime, I'm an aye. Eileen, we need Eileen's vote on this.
Aye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, and actually Deb has the right to continue, just not to hear. All right, so thank you. Next, we're going into abbreviated notice of resource area delineation, 0 Pine Street. Applicant representative is Tyler Poole with Silver Engineering Associates. We have an DEP number did come in, SC 116-1571. I have seen the green cards and I'm going to read into the public notice to open. 0 Plain Street, Bridgewater, legal notice, a notice of public hearing, Conservation Commission, Bridgewater, Massachusetts, in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 131, Section 40, and the Town of Bridgewater Local Wetland Bylaws. The Bridgewater Conservation Commission will hold a public hearing on the August 14, 2025 for abbreviated notice of resource area delineation application filed by Tyler Poole. The property is owned by Tyler Poole and is located at 0 Plain Street, map 15, lot 5. Please contact the Bridgewater Conservation Office at 508-697-0950 for the time and location and the link for virtual participation. All interested parties are encouraged to attend. Agenda can be found at www.bridgewatermass.org at least 48 hours prior to the meeting. This was advertised on 8/1. We have documentation and certification, and I have seen the green cards in our file. So applicant Silver presenting, you are now officially open. Thank you.
The days of speed reading, it's incredible. Okay. Can you hear me? I'm messing with my computer a little too much. Rebecca from Silver Engineering, I'm gonna share my screen so we can look at the plan, the report. And almost, I can't share. Yeah,
You're good.
there we go. Excellent. Thank you. Okay. Here we are on Plain Street, right on the westerly side of Plain Street. We met there to do a walk to visit the site and review some of the flags. We had the site flagged by Ken back in, when did I have him do it? August 2024, a year ago now. And at the time he flagged and, let's see, Matfield River. So he flagged the bank. We saw the bank. He flagged an isolated land subject to flooding. At the time, he thought it may or may not be PVP or potential vernal pool. We will go back in the spring to see if it is vernal pool or if it's just an isolated land subject to flooding. Either way, here it is right here. We looked at it, it was pretty large. DEP made the comment about checking the calculations. It is isolated land subject to flooding. It is not, it is jurisdictional in that regard. We also walked the B series, the C series. We served some of the topography where you can see the bordering land subject to flooding down near the Matfield River. Overall, if the commission has any questions or comments.
Thank you. I had muted because I was ruffling the plan that saved my life as a fan out there when we did the walk.
Yes, yes.
So I'll start. I went on the walk. It's a very large area. The only thing I'm going to comment on now, Rebecca, is that with the missing flags, we will need to get those back out there. That's what I'm looking for on my crinkled life-saving fan here. I think it was C3, we were missing C4, was that correct? Caitlin can weigh in a little.
C1, C2, C3, and then there were 2 C4s, so one of the
Second C4.
C4s.
Yep.
Yep.
The second
Thank you.
C4. Yep.
Again, I thank you both for saving my life out there, and so I didn't go down. But basically, before I hand it to Caitlin too and the rest of the commission, we did it. It was a long walk. We did the entire walk. Nothing major was popping out on me. We just need to make sure flags are corrected. Again, I'm going to leave it up to the board if they want to go out there or if they want to entertain the third peer review. My opinion is you probably get, like everybody, a few tags changed. Nothing popped out majorly on the walk except for not breathing correctly. Caitlin, anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with you. We walked all the flags, and nothing jumped out at me that was concerning. So as far as lines go, just adding the ones that were missing is my only comment. And then let's see, it was near flag B28. We noticed that someone had kind of filled in an area to create a path using wood and grass clippings, things like that, which is within the buffer zone and resource area. So I would comment that that should be removed as it wasn't permitted. And other than that, Rebecca touched on the DEP comment, so no concerns there. And yeah, I think other than adding those flags in, I have no concerns.
Okay, I am going to open it up to the board members to ask questions. So I'll start with Harry.
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Eileen, okay, Deb, while we're getting Eileen.
No, I don't have any problems with it. I took a look at it and it's no issues.
Eileen, are you there, hon? Eileen? Eileen's gone.
Her phone
Right.
fell off the list. Did she disconnect?
I think so, yeah.
We'll give her a moment to call back in.
Okay. Text her if she's there. Let me know when she's back in. And just, I mean, Harry and Deb, if you've noticed, she's adding site inspection reports to the folder for us, so those are very helpful too.
Mhm.
That are in your packet. Do we have Eileen back?
Not yet.
Okay, so right now, where we have a quorum on this, I'm going to open it up to anybody in the public that has a question on this ANRAD filing. Please raise your hand virtual, and Caitlin will let me know. Thank you.
I am not seeing anybody vice chair.
Okay, that being said, I would entertain a motion to continue to August 28th so that they can revise their the flags that are missing, go back out. I'll go back out with water and check those flags again. So can I have a motion to continue to 0 Plain Street, map 15, lot 5 to August 28th, please?
So moved.
Seconded.
Okay, so I have a motion by Harry and a second by Deb. Roll call vote, please. Harry?
Aye.
Myself, I, and Deb?
Aye.
Okay, all right, thank you, Rebecca. When you have those out there, you can let us know and we'll go just take a peek on the revised flags.
Eileen's back. Thank you.
I'm back.
Okay, okay, Eileen, we can, you'll hear it in the thing, but, you're back. It's continued to the 28th with missing flags. And we'll go from there.
Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, I heard everything. I just couldn't talk.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, see you then. Thank you, Rebecca. All right, going right into administrative items, we have request for certificate of compliance, 25 Stony Brook Drive, map 85, lot 21. Applicant representative is Connor Hughes, Homestead Consulting Engineering. DEP file number is SE 116-1558. I've seen everything in the file. I will hand this over to Caitlin right now to present.
Yeah, so this was for an addition and septic replacement. And I went out there, I didn't have any concerns. We do have a signed letter from the engineer stating that the work was done in compliance with the orders and conditions. So I would recommend the issuance of the COC for 25 Stony Brook.
Okay, great. I have no comments. Any commissioners have any comments on this?
No,
Okay, so, all right, hearing none from the commission, then I would entertain a motion to issue a certificate of compliance.
So moved.
so moved.
Okay, so I have a motion by Harry, was it first?
Yep.
And a second, can I get a second?
Eileen.
Second,
Eileen.
Second. And okay, roll call vote, Harry,
Aye.
Eileen,
aye.
Deb,
Aye.
myself as an aye. Thank you. Okay, moving right into 16 Wood violation, I will have Caitlin start rolling with that.
Sure. So I have not heard from the homeowners yet. Coming back in for a filing for the soil that they put down and the grass seed that they planted by Southbrook. Basically, the entire property is in the riverfront area, so it would require a filing. I did want to voice something to the commission and see what you guys thought about. I know initially we thought about having them come in for an NOI. In thinking about it, I don't know if an RDA is also applicable. Nothing took place within the resource area. Looking at the site currently, I'm not really concerned that there's any sediment going into the brook. It doesn't look like there's a slope or anything from the work that they've done. So I didn't know if the soil they put down in the grass seed could come back as an RDA, because I would say it was minor, but I also wanted to get your takes on it and see if that was amenable to you, or you want to stick with the NOI.
Thanks, Caitlin. That's something that I'm like kind of maybe a little on the fence with. One is I'd still like to know, like, where did the soil come in? I mean, there's no way to work there. They're definitely in the 200-foot river. I mean,
Absolutely.
they were in the 200 river foot. So, I mean, they need to do an after effect, whether it's a notice of intent or the RDA, but we kind of I'd like the information of, where did they buy the soil from? And just, I'll hear from the rest of the board what they think, if the determination route or the notice of intent route. I'm kind of flexible to both. I just want this, done the right way and on the book the right. People can't do things without a permit. I understand that they probably didn't know, and we're here to assist them to make it right. So I'll ask Eileen, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think, probably an RDA would be okay. I'm not sure, but that would be what my first thought.
Okay, Harry, because there's different tiers we can go through on that. Harry, what's your thought on it? About property permit?
Right.
Well, I know the property all too well, because it used to be Alley Woods and I worked for him. And then
Yeah.
Alice lives right next door with her brother, so I know the
Yep.
property all too well. Whatever you want to do, but it's been there for years, so.
Yeah.
okay.
Don't forget Ally's wife had all the chickens and ducks and
Yeah, there was a lot of
Nothing.
chickens and ducks. Again, if they can just maybe show us where
Yep.
they got the soil from, and
that's
I'm
fine.
open to just amending it with the tiers of the RDAs. But Deb, I know you're new to us. Any thoughts, hon?
Well, just a little bit that I do know, where, they didn't realize they had a violation. Cost-wise, doing an RDA might be a better alternative for them than everything with the NOI. So I would go with an RDA as well.
And that's what I was kind of toying with. So, okay, Caitlin, when we'll follow up with the residents, and if everybody, it sounds like we're okay with the RDA, we'll have them go that route. And again, I just want to know, where they got the soil from, and then we'll have them file that. And I agree with what, the commissioners are saying. So you good with that, Caitlin?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great. All right. I'm going to have you roll right next into the open meeting law complaint discussion. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. So we received an open meeting law complaint on August 5th. This is regarding meeting minutes. So the complaint or the alleged violation states, on July 24th, 2025, the Bridgewater Conservation Commission approved minutes for 3 separate meetings: April 24th, 2025, May 8th, 2025, and May 22nd, 2025. A list of documents and other exhibits used in connection with each agenda item was not included in any of the approved minutes. The open meeting law requires that a public body create and maintain accurate minutes of all meetings, including executive sessions, setting forth the date, time, and place, the members present or absent, a summary of the discussions on each subject, a list of documents and other exhibits used at the meeting, the decisions made and the actions taken at each meeting, including the record of all votes. So I looked up this Mass General Law, which is GLC 30A, Section 22. The complainant references C of 22, but that is in regards to the timeliness in which complaints are posted. So I believe the complainant was referring to A, which does state that a list of documents and other exhibits used at the meeting should be included in the meeting minutes. I hadn't seen those in our past minutes since I've started, so I did not realize that was part of the meeting minutes. So I can certainly amend those approved, and going forward, just add a list of all documentation that are used for our meetings to remain in compliance with open meeting law.
Thank you,
Okay,
Caitlin.
so, yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna open this up to the board to start too. I have a few questions, but I'll go right down the line so everybody can ask, because we want to make sure we're doing it right. Eileen, you have a comment?
My comment is that I don't believe we've ever done it that way, which is a big concern for all of us, because if that is a violation, then we need to get in compliance. Obviously, that's what Caitlin just said. So my question is going to be, probably we need to get in touch with town council for a ruling, because we have now this YouTube day after, which gives you more than just the minutes, all the documents, you can see them, you can watch the recording. Does that make us in compliance, or do we need to add that to our list? Because I was on the zoning board, I've watched the planning boards and looked at the minutes. None of us have any of that stuff, so we may all need to do that. So I would suggest for all our members to get together and request that the town council clarify this.
Thank you. I echo that. Harry, any thoughts?
I go along with what Eileen just said.
Okay.
Yeah,
Deb?
same.
Okay. Yeah, Caitlin, I know you're also agent in Halifax. Like, I haven't seen this in other towns, doesn't mean that it's Bridgewater that I'm concerned about. I mean, we want to make sure we were taught certain ways, but we want to make sure that we're doing it the right way. So it's a important notice that is coming in front of us. So I do echo that, referencing things should be there. I believe that Eileen brings up an awesome point. Let's give it to town council, because obviously we want to know if we're doing it right or wrong. And that's going to affect all the Bridgewater boards. Whatever towns do is whatever towns do, but we want to make sure that we're doing it right for everybody. So if you could take it up with town council, because now with all the YouTube, you can literally go on there. She's got an awesome point. You can freeze it, you can go if you just have to put on the referencing number. So I would feel more comfortable knowing that the legal guy, our town council, is giving us guidance on this open meeting law. So we know going forward what is right and what is wrong. Way to do it.
Gotcha. And I will say, I mean, it is in chapter 38, section 22, and it does state the list of documents should be included in the minutes. I don't know. I think because minutes are supposed to be a snapshot of what happened, and including that, because minutes are supposed to be like, okay, say no one watched the meeting and they were just referring to the minutes, they should be able to, know what happened. So I guess documents are included in that, but I certainly can reach out to council and verify with them if that's what the commission wants to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
Does that sound good with everybody?
Yep.
Yes.
Because I don't know if that
Caitlin,
means
just
listing everything on there. Plans are always open for the public to go in and look at them. Like, so we just want to make sure we're doing it right.
just curious, Caitlin, do you do this in Halifax?
I do not. And I also
Okay.
looked at other
I just wanted
towns.
to know.
Yeah, because I was curious myself, because like I said, I just didn't know that was a requirement. So I was curious and looked at other towns and I didn't see anything. So yeah, it doesn't hurt to check with council, and yeah, we'll reconvene on this.
No, it doesn't, because we've all, but
Yeah.
some of us have been here a long time or another board. So it's like, okay, like,
Yeah.
let's find this out. So, okay, all right. We'll put that, when you hear from council, just put it on our next discussion and you can respond that way. So thank you. All right.
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Next, we're going to roll into minutes from 6/12. So the only thing I will say on minutes from 6/12 is I would have one thing changed on it, and that is under the legal, it's under the new business for Greenbrier. It was listed legal ad was not published. Meeting is continued to June 26th. We can't continue something that we don't open, so I would just amend that to they will file ad for June 26th meeting. Anybody, any comments, please, on that? Do you guys agree with that?
I
agree.
agree.
Okay, so we can vote on, anybody else have any comments on the meeting minutes? Any things that you picked up that you would like changed? Anything?
Nothing jumped out at me.
Okay, Harry,
No, I'm all
Eileen,
set.
Okay, so then Chair would entertain a motion to approve minutes as just amended by Vice Chair.
So moved.
I think that was Harry first. And a
Sure.
second.
Debbie,
That's
Yeah,
it.
okay. And I'll do a roll call vote. Harry,
Aye.
Deb,
aye.
Eileen,
Aye.
and myself is an aye. All right, now you can all jump at once. Chair would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
All right, everybody in favor, all at once.
Aye.
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 Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you at the end of the month.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.